Hello, everybody. Oliver G here from the Eiffel Tower podcast, and today I'm going to take you up the Eiffel Tower with the managing director of the monument itself, Patrick Branco-Ruivo. So, this a little background before we get into it. I reached out. In fact, I met Patrick at an event that was in one of the rooms halfway up the Eiffel Tower, an event about Paris, and we just got chatting. I saw his lapel pin in the shape of the Eiffel Tower. It was gold, and I was curious about it. We got chatting. He was a really friendly guy. I mentioned my podcast, and he said, "Why have I not been on your show before?" And I said, "We can arrange that." And then emailing to set it up, they said, "What exactly do you want?" And I said, "Well, an audio thing for the podcast, maybe a video, maybe both." And they said, "Anything. Let's do it." And so we filmed up there too. We took Harry, the cameraman, who regular listeners will surely be aware of, the guy who filmed a lot of the walk shows. He can walk backwards and film, which turns out to be a perfect skill to have for going up the Eiffel Tower. Because what happened is we went up to the first floor, the second floor, and even down in the basement that's not open to the public at all to see all the pistons and how it all works and everything. So when we met Patrick at the base of the Eiffel Tower, I said, "How long do we have you for?" I know he's a busy man. I was wondering, it could be 10 minutes, could be 5 minutes. And he said, "You got me for 90 minutes. And I was like, perfect. And we hit record and we went for it. So what we're going to do, you're going to hear a sort of edited version of that conversation, the bits that work best for audio. If you're a more visual person, on the YouTube channel, we're going to have a 10-minute sort of highlight version of that 90 minutes, sort of all the best quick bits. And then if you really want to get to know Patrick and the Eiffel Tower, we've got about a 45-minute episode video that we're going to share in a sort of premiere live thing that we can all watch together, also on YouTube. So all the details will be in the show notes for exactly when you can watch them, how you can watch them, and so on. But for now, here's the audio version. Me and Patrick walking around the Eiffel Tower, talking about the Eiffel Tower. This show, the Eiffel Tower, gosh, it's almost a tongue twister, isn't it? This show is brought to you by the Patreon and Substack members and the Eiffel Tower tours. That's walking tours of the Marais, Latin Quarter, and Montmartre. Get in touch. In fact, you don't even need to get in touch. Just book it on the eiffeltower.com/tours. You might even meet me. I typically do Monday morning in the Marais, but we have a bunch of guides who are exceptional as well. So get in touch, or just book it and let us show you Paris. Surely the best way to see this city. In fact, last I checked, it was in the top 25 things to do in Paris, full stop, according to TripAdvisor. So don't believe me, believe all those reviews. Now, let's go to the Eiffel Tower and see it like we've never seen before. Here we go.
Nice to meet you, Oliver. Welcome to the Eiffel Tower.
Thank you very much. Are you ready to show me to some of the treasures up there?
Yes, of course.
Behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes.
Can we take the James Bond secret lift on the way up?
We will take everything you want.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Now come with me. We'll go to the second floor.
We're in this elevator for staff
Yes,
and celebrities.
for staff and celebrities.
Yeah, you said they were the same.
You're a celebrity today.
But
Yes.
is this like where Celine Dion came in when she was going up to do the Olympics?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and she stopped at the first floor.
Is that where we are now?
Yes, the
We're
first
going
floor.
to the second?
We go to the second floor.
Is it this badge that you know that everybody's
Yes, this one. With this one you can go everywhere.
Yours is red and everyone else is blue. Is that
No,
the...
blue is for the shops. Red is for the people who worked at the Eiffel
Oh, I
Tower.
thought that was like Monsieur le Président gets...
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you again, because when I think of Hollywood and the Eiffel Tower, I go back to whatever the James Bond movie was, where he jumped in a parachute from a car, was it? Or he landed on a car that drove onto a Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
And when I think of that, I think kind of, that was a bit silly. But I get the feeling you really love that.
Yeah, and we have this tradition on the Eiffel Tower to work with big movies, very well-known movies. It can be James Bond, but 2 years ago it was Emily in Paris, and I have a special team This team is dedicated to welcome the filmmakers,
Right.
and it can be for a movie or it can be for an advertising.
Right.
For example, Air France advertising that you can see when you take the flight, and it's amazing because Air France advertising, it's really French advertising,
Yeah.
and it represents elegance.
Was that the woman with the red dress?
Yes, the woman had the red dress. It was.
I know that woman.
You know her?
I know her,
Yeah, it's
Margot.
amazing.
Her name's Margot. Yeah.
Okay, and I met her when she came here, and we are lucky today because we have a blue sky in Paris. It's so rare, and we are very happy. We are now at the second floor, and I love this view with this train on the bridge, the metro.
The Bir Hakeim, speaking of Hollywood.
The Bir Hakeim, and you feel that you can take it like an electric train when you are a kid. It reminds you this emotion of everything is miniaturized, and you can see the cars, the people like hands everywhere, and this is this emotion that I like when I come to the tower. I arrived 7 years ago. I come here every day.
Yep.
I'm never bored by the view of Paris.
You know what? If I could ask a question, there's 4 sides to the Eiffel Tower. If you had to pick a favorite for the view,
I like this one.
okay,
Because you have this perspective with the river. This is a place where you see better the river and the difference between the neighborhoods. On the left side, you can see the modern area of Paris, the 15th. This neighborhood is the 15th neighborhood. And on this, you cross the bridge and you see another part of the city, completely different, an old part of the city. And it's what I like here is you see the diversity of the city from one side of the river and on the other side. It's completely different. And it's like when you are here at the second floor, it's like a big model where you can see the city, and that's why I like this view, because you have 2 different images of the city, completely different. And I like this view with the train on the bridge.
Not to mention, you've got Lady Liberty
Exactly.
at the end of the Îlot scene.
The Lady Liberty, exactly.
And then
at the end
you've
of
got
this.
our friends at the Australian Embassy, who might even be watching this very video and listening to this podcast right there. Anyhow, I love your
And I
answer.
had the chance when I went to New York 2 years ago to visit inside the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, really?
And the structure of the Statue of Liberty, it was done by Gustave Eiffel. And it's amazing because you find exactly the same crosses that you can see on the Eiffel Tower.
Really?
You see the same inside the Statue of Liberty.
Interesting.
And you arrive at the top of the statue in the crown. And it was a very a privilege from my friends of the Statue of Liberty. And that's why there is a very strong story between the Statue of Liberty and the Eiffel Tower, and it was during the same period. And the Eiffel Tower, I am always impressed by the fact that it took only 26 months to build the Eiffel Tower, and it was a crazy challenge.
Yeah.
And without any computer, without AI, without nothing, almost nothing. Just the intelligence of the people, the imagination, they managed to create the Eiffel Tower. And this big puzzle of 18,000 pieces. And I'm always impressed. Every day I come here, I always think how the guys that managed to do that in 26 months.
I want to ask you a very specific question about Gustave Eiffel.
Yes?
Firstly, can we get my pronunciation right? 'Cause it's
Gustave
not
Eiffel,
Eiffel,
it's
right?
perfect.
Gustave
The French one is Gustave Eiffel.
Right.
The English one is Gustave Eiffel.
The English one I'm all right with. The French one I struggle with. But I had a question specifically about him. I wanted you to imagine that he called your phone right now from history. And he says, Patrick, you got me for one question. What do you want to ask me? What would you ask that man if he was on the other end?
I will ask him how we can do new elevators very quickly, because it took 6 years to change our last elevator.
Right.
Or I will ask him technical questions about painting, because the painting issue, it's a big issue at the Eiffel Tower. Every 5 years we have to paint the tower, and it's always a big challenge. And I will ask him because he was really a specialist, and he chose this color that we have.
Well, I was going to say, how would he know the answers to how to paint it today? But if he was a specialist in the painting,
He was so
Are
clever.
you a big fan of him as a person? Like when I'm sure you've read the biographies and so on.
Yes,
but,
of course.
Besides
No,
the Eiffel Tower, are you a big fan?
He was a businessman.
Yeah.
He built a tower just in 26 months,
Yeah.
and after 5 years, he managed to pay back all the mortgages that he had on the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And after the money was for his company.
Right.
And the first year, 2 million people came for the World Fair in Paris. And from the beginning, the Eiffel Tower was a success.
Yep.
And thanks to him and thanks to his vision. And he was really a visionary person. And he was, that's why I'm always very impressed. Because he was at the same time, with his imagination, he could invent something like the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
And on the other side, he was also a businessman. And I think that it's always important to not to work with techniques just to do techniques, but he had a purpose and the idea to welcome people. And that's why I'm very impressed by his
business acumen.
His business vision, and also his all the problems that he managed to solve in terms of techniques, because it was really a big challenge to arrive to manage to do that for him.
I want to switch to way more modern times because also I want to also point out I think a lot of people who've never been up the Eiffel Tower would imagine that up here, second floor, really busy. In fact, in my head, I thought that we'd be crammed in with other people. Is today a quieter day than usual, or is this most people don't come this high?
No, it's always the case because we have a large capacity on the second floor. We can welcome at least at the same moment 1,400 people.
Right.
And I think now, if I see now, I think that we have 400 people. That's why, and during the peak period, today I will welcome 22,000 people, but during the peak period from 15th of July to 15th of August, I will reach 28,000 people. But even with 28,000 people at the second floor, there is no issue. The issue can be on the third floor at the top, because at the top we have we can welcome 400 people at the same time. And that's why all the visitors, they cannot access the top, because at least 10,000 people will reach the top every day, but not more, because it's a question of capacity. But at the second floor, you can do whatever you want. You have shops, you can have a drink. We have more space. That's why it's a very nice area. If you see above you, you have here our gastronomic restaurant, Jules Verne's restaurant. It's our 2 stars Michelin restaurant, and it's led by Frédéric Canton. And Frédéric Canton is a genius too. I am really impressed by his commitment at the Eiffel Tower, because he comes every day here, and he has another restaurant at Pré-Catelan in Bois de Boulogne, and he's really committed. And I'm always very impressed by commitment, when people are committed in what they do. And for example, here it's my passion, the Eiffel Tower. When you are the boss of the Eiffel Tower, it's really fantastic, and it's an honor that we can have when you have that. But it's amazing how Frédéric Canton, Thierry Marx in our restaurant at the first floor. They are so committed, and we have Pierre Hermé also with our macaroons, and the macaroons, we are going to test one. You cannot leave the Eiffel Tower without tasting one macaron.
I was going to ask you actually, you said that you'd show me anything I want to see. Am I right in assuming there are going to be some behind the scenes things you will show me today? Can you give us a taste?
Yeah, okay.
What's the idea?
Find one? We can go to the machineries on the downstairs, and we will go to taste some macarons together. And because when I arrived here, I decided to produce French products. In our shops, when I arrived, there was only Chinese products.
Right.
And you can see these products now, they are French with our brand. You see here, La Tour Eiffel, Paris 1889. It's our brand. We launched that 2 years ago, and it's made in France. And these products now, they represent 4 million of turnout.
Really?
4
million euro turnover every year.
Yes, yes. That's why we are very, very happy of that, because when you work on quality, you can do really good things. And we have bags, we have a lot of products now, and we are now member also of a club called Comité Colbert. Comité Colbert, it's an association of all the luxury brands in France, all the French luxury brands, Hermès, Dior, and now we have developed partnerships with some members of this association, Air France, Pierre Hermé, Bernardo, and we have more and more. We are more and more working with French brands. It's very important for us because the Eiffel Tower represents Paris and represents France. And when you come at the Eiffel Tower, you have to have a French taste, or you have to find, and you have to bring to your country, to your place, a souvenir or a gift from the Eiffel Tower, a French gift.
Understood, well said. It's funny, I want to ask you because before, you started working here in 2018, which was before COVID. But during the COVID period, you mentioned to me before, I'm not sure if we were recording, but you said that you were up here by yourself. And I asked you if you had any pictures, and you said you didn't. But do you go back? I know you said that was a difficult time, but do you go back sometimes? There's so many people here when you're just thinking, I was sitting here looking out, I had this whole tower to myself.
Yes, but the tower is not for me. The tower is for the visitors.
Yeah.
And when you can hear the laughs of the people, they are laughing, children can listen, children. This is the Eiffel Tower.
Right.
And we have the people, we don't make differences with nationalities. We welcome every day people from all over the world.
Right.
And we don't do politics, we welcome people from all over the world.
Neither do I. In fact, you bring me to a great segue because in terms of different countries, we can walk, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of different countries, I'm drawn to Canada because I'm thinking Celine Dion.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about, I want you to transport your mind to that moment. At the end of the opening ceremony of the Olympics, everybody remembers seeing Celine Dion standing in the rain. I think it was raining on her as well.
Yeah.
Where were you standing exactly?
Alors, I was just in the restaurant downstairs.
She was on top of the restaurant?
She was on the top of the restaurant. And I was with 2,000 mayors of a lot of cities of the world. And I did not suffer from the rain. Because I was, and it was the best view for the opening ceremony because we were just in front of the Trocadero area.
Which was right behind us.
And this on that direction. And that night, I was very busy because I had to take care of the mayor of London.
2,000 mayors as well.
No, 200.
Okay, 200. I was going to say 200
but
sounds manageable.
It was yes, but it was very busy, and I have to confess that I did not see yet the opening ceremony.
Okay.
Because I was leaving the opening ceremony with the mayors, and we have two big screens of 4 meters large to watch the ceremony, and you could see the boats on the river. And but what was important for me, it was to organize this dinner and to give a sense of hospitality of Parisian people.
And what about that moment when she started singing? Was that just a...
Alors, it was really, it was at the end of the ceremony.
Yeah.
And in fact, it was amazing to see the view of the balloon, and after the image of the Eiffel Tower with the Olympic rings and a white point in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. And that's why when you gather three iconic things, the Eiffel Tower, the rings, and Celine, explosion of emotion.
Yeah.
And that's why, and it was the end of the ceremony, and everybody was,
Yeah.
everybody was impressed, and a lot of people they were crying, including me.
Yeah.
I had some tears because it was a wonderful moment.
Yeah.
But it was not Céline. It was because it was Céline, the tower, and the rings, and these three icons are so universal, and they are so well known everywhere in the world that you have the emotion.
Did you get
It
to say
creates the
hello
emotion.
to her afterwards?
Yes, of course. And,
Did all the 200 mayors say hello to her as
no,
well?
no, just me, and she was very nice as usual. I already welcomed her at the Eiffel Tower, and she's a great, great lady. And I thank her for what she did that night.
That's got to be the best advert for climbing the Eiffel Tower that's ever happened. Or?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic advert, and but we need to. It was an advert. It was very important, but we need also to reach. My idea. It's not only to reach the people who are coming at the Eiffel Tower. The idea is also to reach the people who will never come to the Eiffel Tower,
of course, that's nice.
and to give them emotion.
Yeah.
When you come to the Eiffel Tower, you have the emotion. You see the tower. You see Paris. You can have a good drink. You can have a macaron. You can have something good. But what is important is to, through movies, through digital, through books, through products, it's important to reach people who will never come to the tower. And that night, we reach billions of people all over the world, and we gave them emotion.
Yes.
And it was the team, not me. I participate to this work, but we had the chance in Paris to have great innovators and creators, and Thomas Joly, Thierry Reboul. They did a fantastic job to organize the ceremony on the river. It was a crazy idea.
Unbelievable how well it worked.
Unbelievable.
Even
And we did
with
it.
the rain,
And we did it.
You mentioned macarons. Is that the next stop?
Yes, let's go to test it. I'm very. It's a very hard. You can see that my job is very difficult. It's a very hard
Do you
job.
think all these people realize
Because-
who you are walking
because-
around with your pin?
I don't know. I am in the middle of the visitors, and I like to be in the middle of them. And sometimes I go to talk to them when I see.
When you hear them speaking Portuguese, maybe?
Yes, exactly. When I see Brazilian friends, I can visitors. I can go, and this is our. You can see here our new macaron, and before this partnership with Pierre Hermé, we sold 300,000 macarons every year, and now we sell with Pierre 600. That's why when you work on quality, you have always people who are they are always happy to take it, and they are always happy to do it. Here you can see we see we put the macarons in this beautiful box. It's like a diamond box, and we have La Tour Eiffel, and it's Pierre Hermé. And when we open it, you can see the different macarons. And we have a special collection of macarons with La Tour Eiffel. This one is lemon and honey, and this one is strawberry and chocolate.
I got a question for imagine we're talking to someone sitting at home watching or listening, and they're thinking, I want to come to Paris, I want to climb the Eiffel Tower. But it's daunting. There's many levels, there's many people, there's different tickets. Do you have a simple advice for these people of the best way to do it for your first time?
We have online tickets. You go to our website, www.eiffeltower.com, and you can buy your tickets in advance. And we have half our tickets that we can buy in advance. And after, if you come here, you can wait, but if you come at 2 p.m., or if you come from 9 p.m., you won't have queue, because in fact the tower is open now during this summer period from 9 to quarter to 1 a.m.
Okay, wow.
It's a long.
Do you mean 2 to 9 or 2 and 9 are the best times to come? What's the ideal time to show up?
The ideal time is 1 p.m.
Yep.
1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
And from 9
To 1.
to 1.
You hear that? That's golden information.
And at 10 p.m. now you have the sunset, and it's beautiful.
And it's worth
The
coming up.
sunset period, it's the best period
Yeah.
to come. You want one glass of champagne?
Always. I want
Yeah?
5 glasses.
Alors, we are going to take one glass. 2 coupes de champagne, s'il vous plaît. Here you have you have the quality with the different champagne, or you can have the juices. You have a different, and you can buy your ticket
Yep.
with champagne.
Okay.
When you buy your ticket, you can buy your ticket plus champagne directly on our website.
Right.
And after you come and take it.
Oh, thank
This
you.
one is for you.
Thank you.
So I will see you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Other people are filming us as well, I noticed.
Yes.
They must think that one of us is a celebrity.
Yes, I know.
I don't know which one.
I am always compared to
Oh, the
let's
famous
see,
person?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise has been up here, hasn't he? Isn't there Mission Impossible scenes up here?
Yeah.
He was over on the Grand
I
Palais.
watched Mission Impossible yesterday.
Oh, the
That's
new
right.
one, yeah?
The new one.
But there's no Paris in that, right?
No Paris on that one.
Okay.
It's amazing because every day when you come to the tower, you can see wedding proposals.
Yeah.
And every day on the tower, you can see that. And that's why I'm a very lucky guy,
Yeah.
because I work with happiness.
Yeah, true.
And my job is to give happiness to the people, for them to have a good moment. It's very, I am very, very satisfied by that, because it's always a great moment for the people who are coming from another part of the world, Australia. For example, we have 3% of Australian people in our visitors, but we have 18% from the United States.
18?
18.
Okay, so how does it go?
18%.
18 is, French must be the top.
Alors, French are the first, 22%.
Can I try and guess? French, then American?
No, French first.
So French 22, America
22, 18.
So it gives us 40
And after
already.
45,
Okay, let me guess. Nearby, so England and Spain and
40.
yeah,
40.
Yeah, and then is there a big country that I'm missing?
No, another country that you can see.
German?
No,
That can
Indian.
Indian. Okay. What
You can
percentage?
see Indian friends here.
There you go.
4% too. 4%, 3% Brazilian, 3% Canada,
Yeah.
and 3% Australia.
You're a man of numbers. I love it.
Yes, I love my numbers.
I love it.
And we have just 1% Chinese and 1% Japanese.
Can I ask a slightly negative question? Is that all right?
Yes?
When I think back, you talk about people proposing and so on. I remember one of my first dates with my wife. We walked under the Eiffel Tower, careless, free, everything was so lovely. Now, fast forward 10 years, you can't just walk under the Eiffel Tower anymore. You probably know where I'm going with this question. There's big perspex wall. I think it'd be fair to say that a lot of people were disappointed that they couldn't walk under it as easily as before. What's your take on all that?
I understand completely that. Unfortunately, today, for security reasons, the prefecture of Paris, in charge of our security, the authority of police of Paris, they ask us to put this wall.
Yeah.
And finally, the wall is aesthetically is okay.
Yeah.
I like it, and it protects the visitors who are inside in the area. I have to, if you go back in your memories, you see, you remember how it was in the ground, on the ground before. There was a lot of vendors, sellers of small Eiffel Towers.
Yeah.
It was a big chaos on the ground. And now with this wall, finally everything is more organized.
Yeah.
And my employees are also in security. For example, in 2018, when there was a yellow vest period,
Sure.
it was very tense around the tower.
Yeah,
but
okay.
thanks to this wall, people, they were protected. Well, sometimes in a crazy world
That's
with
true.
crazy people,
It's true enough.
and my priority is to protect my employees and my visitors.
Yep.
And that's why finally I don't have choice to do that.
Fair
and
enough.
What I try to do is to make that forgettable.
Yep.
And
Well, luckily it's invisible, so
not invisible, but we
Almost.
try to do that with a beautiful wall. The wall is an artistic wall, and finally we are very happy of that.
I want to do one thing before we go to the next destination. It's a quick fire round. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and you have to essentially give me a one-word answer. Okay?
Okay.
Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Okay. So my first question is, from which building in Paris do you enjoy the best view of the Eiffel Tower?
Centre Pompidou,
From the Eiffel Tower, which is your favorite building to see? Which is your-
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame? Were you here when it was burning?
I was in my office. My office is outside the city. It's outside the tower, and I came immediately in the tower. I joined the tower because we did not know if it was a security issue,
Of course, yeah.
or if it was an accident.
Which is your favorite of the levels to be on? First, second, third? I heard there's a 5th level, by the way.
No, the second floor. I like the second
Where
floor.
we are now?
Yeah.
Okay. If tomorrow, for some reason, you were kicked out of this job, but the gods smiled upon you and said you could be the managing director of any other monument in Paris, do you have one that you would like to?
No, I think that I will change completely
Really?
to another career. Because the Eiffel Tower is so special that I won't join another monument. I will do another thing.
Lastly, what's your favorite ever version of the Eiffel Tower in a movie or a painting, or is there something that you just like, yes, that is...
I like a Delaunay painting. When you go to Musée d'Art Moderne here in Paris, you can see big paintings of the Eiffel Tower by Robert Delaunay, and it's a beautiful, view of the tower. It's completely different.
Oh, you know what
today.
I wanted to ask you, actually? Are we still rolling? At night, there's the big sparkles, the amazing sparkles.
Yeah.
Is there someone that sits there and presses a button, and is it
No,
you?
it's automatic.
It's
And
automatic.
it's not me. But you can see all the lights. In the structure, we have 20,000 lights. It's amazing because this light, it was for the millennium,
Yep.
and it was supposed to be dismantled
Right.
1 year after the millennium.
Right.
And finally, we decided to keep it. The tower was supposed to be dismantled 20 years after its construction, and finally, we decided to keep it. That's why temporary things can become permanent at the
Especially
Eiffel
when
Tower.
they're brilliant.
And when you see these lights at night, when it sparkles, the tower is like a diamond. And even when I am far from the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and I see the tower sparkling, I stop, and I always see the tower, like a visitor or like a Parisian. Not like a director of the tower, but like a Parisian.
I can get that.
I stop and I am impressed
It's
by
like
that.
fireworks. It's like a moment of just what?
Yeah.
It feels like everything is perfect for the world for 5 brief
Yeah.
minutes.
And it creates an emotion
Yeah.
of beauty.
Yeah.
And in the world where you can see wars, political problems, disease, etc., to have some moments of beauty, it's very important to introduce in your life beauty moments.
Well said. And every hour when it starts. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Thank you for the champagne.
Yes.
Now it feels we're going down.
We're going down because we are going to visit the stairs of the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
And I like the stairs because you see the structure inside, and you can see the lifts also of the tower. And you can see here this gentleman. Until 86 in our elevators, there was one person, one employee, and you can see the wheel, and he could open the wheel and he could close the wheel.
Yeah, right.
And with this system, it was our hydraulic system. He could open the system of the water and it could close the system of the water. And I'm going to show you downstairs how it works.
So this is where we're really going behind the scenes, huh?
This is really the behind the scenes area where people don't go, but you will have this privilege to visit it.
I'm excited about it. I want to do a shout out to cameraman Harry, who's walking backwards down the stairs.
Yes, I don't want the accident for him.
This guy doesn't fall over. This is a pro.
Okay, but we have good firemen. If there is any issue, he can be rescued very quickly, because when we welcome 20,000 people today, for example, with heat, or sometimes you can have a problem, and the fireplace, the fireman area is very close to here. Caserne.
Oh, then Harry, you've got nothing to worry about.
Don't worry about Harry.
You're a numbers man. How many steps are we going to walk down?
Alors, now we are going to go down to 355 steps to reach the first floor.
Okay, well, in fairness to Harry...
You are almost arrived. Welcome, I'm the director of the tower. Yes, to go down, it's not a big issue. It's a big issue to go up, and we have 20% of our visitors, they go to the second floor by the stairs,
and
80% by the lifts. And that's why it's also interesting, because you can see from here a different vision of the tower. You are very close to the tower. You can see our rivets. We have 2 million rivets here. And
can I touch it?
Yes, you can, if you manage. You have.
It feels like good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, I'm stuck.
And now, yes,
where are the firefighters
yes. Now you cannot leave.
There are people.
You're stuck here.
There are these daredevil.
Well, we have 20% of our visitors are going up with the stairs, and they can go to the second floor, or if they have a combined ticket, they can go after to the top.
What about these guys who I've seen on social media who sneak in and climb on the illegal bits?
Yeah, I'm always very angry with them, because it's dangerous.
I mean, of course, but
and it's completely bits, right? And they are very proud of that. And I think that it's silly. I shouldn't be proud of that.
No, but
because
do you watch the videos?
Yes, sometimes. Yes, I watch the video, but it can be very dangerous. Imagine that he falls.
Right.
It can be a very tricky situation.
What about the guy, you know, the A.J. Hackett in the 1980s who bungee jumped from? I know this is before your time here.
Yes.
And you had an
I was not here yet.
No.
I was not born.
No, you weren't even born. But there was that guy that did that. There was an airplane that flew under once upon a time, I think.
Yes.
Daredevils and the Eiffel Tower have been hand in hand since the beginning, right?
Yes, exactly. And this place, it's always attracting innovative people, but sometimes it can be, you can have some accidents. And it's always very sad, of course, because it's better to realize the Eiffel Tower with the idea of happiness, and it's always sad situation for us. I don't know what did my predecessors, but it was probably a sad,
of course,
a sad moment. I like this place too, because from here you can see the activity and the people. And you see now there is nobody queuing. The Eiffel Tower will say yes, there are a lot of people, but now you can see that there is not a lot of people.
That's true. Is it true there's fish swimming in these ponds? There's fish swimming in the ponds?
Yes, we can't probably see our fishes sometimes.
Carp, same.
It's the same word.
As usual, when
and we have carp, and we have
word.
ducks, and sometimes baby ducks, and it's amazing because they go from one pond to the other pond on the other side.
Amazing.
Here you see where I met you a few weeks ago.
That's right. What a lovely space.
And now it's the Eiffel Tower. It's for a company, Embraer. Brazilian airline, Brazilian company, And here, alors, Céline Dion, she sang above this.
Yeah, she was standing on the roof.
She was standing on the roof. And I had my dinner here with the mayors of the world. And this view was not a bad view. Let's see, yes, let's go inside. I'm just going to show you. Bonjour. And here you have the view.
Oh, yeah, wow.
On that day, you could see all the officials that were there. And here, all the ships, they were in the défilé on the river. And after the athletes, they could join the officials by the Pont d'Iéna, by this bridge.
What a view.
Huh?
I've never been here before.
Not bad view.
Lovely.
In this restaurant, every Sunday we organize brunches.
Yeah.
And you can buy your ticket and buy the brunch at the same time. So ticket plus brunch. You go to the top and after you can come here for the brunch. It's
Every weekend, every Sunday?
every Sunday. And it's a crazy brunch because it's done by Thierry Marx and it's really, really good. And above we have our restaurant.
What do you have above?
The restaurant.
Ah, the restaurant is up there. Okay.
And here it's our shop with different with our you see our brand, and we did that with international organization committee for the Olympics, and here it's our tea that we this is a co-branding with Daman Frères, very famous tea house in Paris, and we have books, and we have a place for the children. We have one area dedicated to children, to the children. And I wanted that. Boutique officielle.
Recently renovated.
Yes, recently renovated, and here you have different. You see, it's very clear, and we have different kind of things and different brands like Saint-James, and we have this partnership. It works very well too with pullovers, t-shirts.
What's the most popular selling item?
Snowball and the Eiffel Tower, and also this area. It's for the children. You see, we have clothes, and it comes from Europe. We did not manage from France. It comes from Portugal. But you see, it's good quality for children, and we have also this area with books for the children, even in English, or we have different things for them. It's important because 20% of our visitors are children, and when I arrived, there was plastic bag, and now the people they live with a good, a beautiful bag with our brand La Tour Eiffel.
And have we still got time to get down to this mechanics below? We still have enough time to go down?
Yeah, okay. Let's go down. We go by stairs or...
Whatever you want to do.
But for you, it's open. Come with me. The machinery of the hydraulic lift. I'm going to show you how it works. I have two hydraulic lifts and one electric. Under the electric lift, we don't have all this system. You just put electricity, and the lift goes down and up. And in the pillar, where we have our electric lift, we have only meeting rooms and offices.
Right.
Here, it's completely different. It takes all the space of the pillar. We have two lifts like this. This one, we are at the west pillar, and the other one is pillar. How it works? You see this big tube, brown tube, and around you have a cylinder.
Yep.
When the cylinder goes down, it makes a pressure on the water. The water is inside the brown tube. It makes a pressure. The pressure is so high that it pushes this piston. This piston, the size of this piston here is 14 meters, and it links to the chariot. When the chariot moves 1 meter, the lift moves 8 meters. Thanks to the system of the wheels that you can see everywhere. If I did not have this system of wheels, I should have a piston of 112 meters because it's the height of the second floor. But as we have the system of the wheels, I just need a piston of 14 meters. It goes by this side, and after when the lift will go down, it will come in the other side. What is interesting, it's until 1986, there was a man outside that we saw on the other lift. He had a wheel and he could open the system of water and close the system of water. And there were only men at the Eiffel Tower until 1986. In 1986, we put electronic in our cabins, and ladies started to arrive at the Eiffel Tower, and we put electricity on the chariot. That's why from 4 million people every year, we switched to 6 million people every year. Because these lifts, they were more efficient. And we kept, this lift was completely changed from 2008 to 2014, and we did exactly the same hydraulic system. It's really a prototype, it's unique to have this system. And this system was invented by Gustave Eiffel 10 years after the opening of the Eiffel Tower in 1899. And because the first elevator that did not work very well, he decided to change everything, and he chose hydraulic because at the end of the 19th century there was not a lot of electricity. And that's why he invented this system with the water. And the water gives the power to the cabin.
Fascinating. What a guy.
And the system is doubled because you have 3 cables on the right of the cabin and 3 cables on the left. Yes, what a guy. He was really a genius.
Really? From me at the Earful Tower to you at the Eiffel Tower, I just want to say a huge thank you for not just for taking me around, but for taking everybody else around this magnificent monument. And I wish you many more years of similar success and stories. So,
thank you. Come back to visit me and your friend. They are most welcome to come to the tower whenever they want. And we're open from 9 to midnight. That's why we have a lot of opportunity to welcome a lot of people.
You know what we can end on? If people watching this or listening think that they see you walking somewhere, should they make a beeline and come and shake your hand and say hello? Would you like that?
They can. Yes, of course.
There you go, guys. You know what to do. Go and say hello to Patrick.
You can come and to say to me hello. Thank you, Oliver.
The pleasure
and it was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And there you have it. Once again, that was the managing director of the Eiffel Tower, Patrick Branco-Ruivo. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more, the short version will be on YouTube and the longer version will be there too. All the information in the show notes, I'll also be sharing it out via my Substack, via my Patreon, and via my social media channels. So make sure you're following along. The Eiffel Tower is the pod. Oliver G is the name. Thanks for listening. I'll be back again soon with another episode. Au revoir.